Access decision logs to easily review and track key actions and choices across your organization. Hit the Add button to quickly create a new record in your decision log. Choose or input the workspace where you want to build your decision, then proceed to the next step. Select the Area drop-down to precisely filter your decision log by specific workspace area. Create specific question about configuring data or establishing optimal workflows in the Maconomy. Hovering on the I button displays instructions or guidance for the question decision, helping users understand how to respond and what data to provide. Type your response in the provided field to answer the question and move forward. Hovering on the changelog icon shows the history of previous decisions or answers for that question, allowing users to track updates and changes over time. Select whether this entry relates to a configuration data decision or a workflow setting decision in Maconomy. Specify the configuration data module that this question or decision is related to. Add any additional notes or clarifications related to the decision or configuration for future reference. Press Save and continue to securely store changes while keeping your workflow uninterrupted. Access and maintain configuration data for different modules. Manage key company-level configuration details. Click here to add a new company record and enter its configuration details. On this page, users fill out the company details, review the information, and save it to create a new company record. Click here to save the entered company detail. Next, we navigate to the Departments module, where we can add and manage department details for each company. Search and select a company to view and manage its departments. If no departments exist for the selected company, the list will be empty, and we can add new departments as needed. Click the Add Department button to enter a new department record. Enter the department details to add the record to the system. Similarly, new department records can also be added using the Excel import functionality. Click here to download the sample template, which can be filled out with department data and imported back into the system. Open the downloaded template and fill out the department data as required for the selected company. After entering the data, save the Excel file to prepare it for import back into the system. Click the Import Excel button to upload the completed file and add the new department records to the system. Click the Extract Data button to pull the records from the selected file and display them for review before importing. Imported data is filled in automatically. After reviewing the extracted records, click Save to add the department data into the system. Manage company divisions including names and codes for organizational setup. Maintain chart of accounts for financial reporting and transaction mapping. Add and manage bank details for the organization. manage company-specific bank accounts and link to chart of accounts. Define and maintain job types used for projects and time tracking. Set up and manage payment methods for transactions and billing. Create and manage groups for job pricing aligned with employee categories. Define employee categories, associated pricing and linked job price groups. Maintain lists of job prices including activity types, standard billing and employee price groups. Create and manage task lists with tasks and associated activity numbers. Define job templates linked to task lists and job groups for project setup. Moving to the Master Data Management menu, where we can manage master data for different record types across companies efficiently. Next, select the Customers submenu to add, edit and maintain customer master data. Open the first file using the Open Excel button to enter customer data. Once the file opens, enter the required customer data directly in the Excel sheet, which will be automatically saved. Let's go back to the Master Data Management menu. For the remaining submenus, the process is similar to Customers. Select the Vendors submenu to add, edit and maintain vendor master data. Select the Employees submenu to add, edit and maintain employee master data. Select the Employee Vendors submenu to manage vendor assignments for employees. Select the Users submenu to add and manage users' data. Moving to the Transactional Data Management menu, where we can enter and manage operational data from clients, following a similar process as Master Data Management. Select the Estimates submenu to enter, edit and maintain estimate records. Open the first file using the Open Excel button to enter estimates data. Once the file opens, enter the required estimates data directly in the Excel sheet, which will be automatically saved. For the other submenus, Open Purchase Orders, Open AP and Open AR, the process is similar for adding and managing transactional records. Select the Open Purchase Orders submenu to enter, edit and maintain purchase order records. Select the Open AR submenu to manage accounts receivable records. Select the Open AP submenu to manage accounts payable records. Select the General Ledger balances to manage GL balances records. Moving to the Maconomy Import Files menu, where implementers can generate import-ready files for configuration, master, and transactional data. Click the Generate File button to create the import file for the selected configuration data. The File Logs tab shows a list of all previously generated and downloaded files for tracking purposes. Click the Regenerate button to create a new version of the selected file if needed. For the other submenus, the process is similar for generating and managing configuration data import files. Select the Master Data Files submenu to generate and download import files for master data records. Select the Transactional Data Files submenu to generate and download import files for transactional data records. Select the Users menu under System Setup to manage the application users for the client site. Here you can see the list of all users and have the option to add, edit or delete system users as needed. Global Site Admin Multi-Tenant feature. This feature allows a super admin to access and manage data across multiple client sites from a single account. While hovering on the User Profile menu, the global site admin options become visible if logged in as a super admin. A drop-down displays all client site names, allowing the admin to select any site to view and manage that site's data.